Hello from Okoboji. It's the day before Thanksgiving, and I have a treat for you all. I am with Julie Dammit, and I would like Julie to give us a little update on the Okoboji Writers Retreat, what's happened and where it's going. I'm telling you folks, this is as exciting a new venture as we've seen in Okoboji for a long time. So Julie, tell us everything.
So this is all Kirk Stoss's fault, actually, because when I did the first one, I'd stumbled upon these wonderful videos Kirk does for those of you who loved Okoboji. And I thought, well, I wonder if Kirk would be willing to do a little something about the first Okoboji Writers Retreat. And as we were having this interview, and I'd never met the guy before, he says, yes, and this is going to be an annual event. And I look at him, no. Well, we're now entering our 4th year, thanks to Kirk, and we outgrew the first location the first year. We are now in Lakeside Labs, and if you've never been to Lakeside Labs, it is so extraordinary. It's at 167 acres on West Lake Okoboji. Don't tell any developers. And it's a Regents-run facility with stone buildings and big dining hall and all this stuff. And we're filling it. I mean, we fill 147 acres of their property with our workshops and our panel discussions. Last year we had 275 attending the
What was the first? Give us the numbers. Year 1, 2, and 3. Do you recall about?
2021 was the first.
Yes.
And second would be 2022.
And how many people the first year? Do you recall?
First year we had to cap it at 115 because
Okay.
the lodge was.
Which I think you thought if you could get anywhere near 100 was phenomenal.
Oh, I was expecting 50. I didn't.
That's right.
And
So you've gone from 100 to basically 275 in, well, more or less 2 years.
Yeah.
The 3rd year.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is awesome, and part of why it's awesome is because we've set aside about 1/3 of the spots for scholarships, which means that emerging writers, young writers, that sort of thing can participate, and they bring a whole different energy and culture to the whole experience for everyone, and it enriches the entire retreat. So ask me what's coming up in 2024.
Okay, and this is always like the middle of September, correct?
Yes, we'll start with the participants put on a campfire roast.
Yes.
On the Sunday night before we begin the retreat, and that will be September 22nd.
September 22nd.
So
Okay.
it's Monday
Perfect.
the 23rd, Tuesday the 24th, and then a half a day Wednesday.
Perfect. Okay. Now,
What's new?
Tell us.
What's new? Well, we're adding a songwriting component.
Really?
And the first person I called was a gentleman by the name of Justin Roberts. And if anyone's listening right now who has small children, you probably know who Justin Roberts is because he is the Pied Piper of children's music. Richard and I saw him perform in Chicago, and the place was packed with families and all these little kids screaming about Justin.
Fun.
So Justin is coming. He's from Iowa originally, that's how. And now I have 6 or 7 really phenomenal songwriters coming as well, from rap, yes, rap, to country, I'm not kidding, to country and rock and folk. And I don't know where we're gonna have a jam session, but we gotta figure that out because it's wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
So, and you know, somebody would say, well, why would you have songwriting as a part of the writers? Well, it's all writing song or writing something, writing stories, telling stories, and we're gonna have people who are screenwriters in Hollywood and television producers. They all need music. They all need new musicians to form their productions. So, and we're in a multimedia world now. You just, people tell stories through documentary, through this, through that, and it's so easy with technology. So that's new.
That is cool. The thing that I love so much about it is, and you have stressed from the very beginning, it's for anybody.
Yes.
It could be the person that's never written anything or published, maybe I should say.
Right.
It's just even for the person that just says, I'd like to be a better writer.
Right.
To the super professional that's written dozens of novels. It's the whole spectrum there's something for everybody. I guess that's the part that intrigued me from the very beginning on your concept, and I love that idea.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I'm really, really encouraging anybody, if maybe they have a family story they want to write. It doesn't have to be a bestseller. Just do it for your family, do it for your friends. And if you even come and don't do anything as a result of it, except have a good time, that's okay too.
Oh yeah.
But just know that you're probably going to be seated next to somebody who's published 100 romance novels. I mean, it really is. Half the group are amateurs, half the group are professional writers.
Right. Well, and if that encourages someone to maybe step up and do a little writing, whether it be a short story or again, War and Peace.
Hollywood newsletter.
Yes, and now with
Holiday, not Hollywood.
Yeah, but now, again, a lot of people start off as a writer and then they get into music and then vice versa and stuff. So I think they complement each other tremendously. Oh, this is exciting.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that
yes.
fun? Kirk, I think we do have a new tradition coming. I think, and I this is an aside, but Richard and I were in the Bahamas a couple years ago, and they had this thing going on called the Nashville Songwriters. There's a time in the Bahamas where it's cold in February, and they have a hard time filling resorts and restaurants. So a couple of Nashville songwriters said, well, I'll tell you what, give us a couple rooms and room and board, and we'll put on concerts for you. Now, the Nashville Songwriters is such a tradition there in this little tiny town of the Bahamas. The place is packed. And the songwriters go from restaurant to restaurant, and everybody who goes to the restaurant one of the nights the songwriters are there, it's not like they're there for background music. They are there to listen to the songwriters.
Isn't that
I think
something?
we can have conversations about making that happen here.
Oh, I think so too. And you know what? This area has become, there are more bands and entertainment and stuff for a little burg that we are. I think people could really get onto this, and this could be really fun. So that's super. So I will put a link to your website below here, but tell everybody here how to start, where to go,
Sure.
what to get on.
Okay. And by the way, there's an early bird discount until January 15th going on right now, which is $6.95. Then it bumps up to $7.95.
Okay, perfect.
And the website is okobojivritersretreat.com, and you can enroll now. You can just put $100 down and save your place. We have sold out each year. So
What do you think would be the maximum this year? Do you have any feel?
I hope Richard's not listening.
Okay, we won't tell him.
No, you don't make it. Don't make it bigger. I don't want to turn anyone away, even though I've had to each year. But I think 300 is probably a good number.
Okay, perfect.
We had 275 last year, so.
So be an early bird. Don't try to come in late.
Yeah, and I really mean that. This isn't blowing smoke. This has become kind of a magical experience for people.
Cool.
They're telling their friends.
Wonderful.
Yay! Thank you.
Well, the very best to you. We are thrilled. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a thankful Thanksgiving. And folks, we will keep you abreast of this and keep you updated every so often. This is what I would call an event for Okoboji, and it's going to be an annual, fun, wonderful event for everybody. Thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.